Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.
You can add additional user profiles to Outlook in order to let multiple people access the same computer, but have access to different Outlook accounts. You will need to set up each profile using the Control Panel feature of Windows. So we can go to Start, and then you can either directly click on your Control Panel, or you can go to the Control Panel here from the side menu. And in the Control Panel, if you open that up, in XP you might need to click the Switch to Classic View to access the appropriate icon. Go ahead and double-click the Mail icon. That'll launch the Mail Setup dialog box, and here you can click the Show Profiles button to access the Mail dialog box. To create a new profile, you would have to click the Add button and type the name of the new profile into the profile name text box that appears. And then click OK. At that point, it would launch the Email Accounts dialog box where you configure the email account settings that you want to add for the designated profile. So we'll look at how we can do that in the next lesson. Now when you're finished selecting whatever account you want, it'll create the Outlook data file, and here you should see the profile appear when you're done. Also down below, if you have multiple profiles, when starting Outlook you have to choose, do you want a prompt for a profile to be used, or always use a particular profile, at which point you'd have to use the drop down to select it. And in the future, if you wanted to view the properties for a particular account, you could click on the profile and hit Properties in the Mail Setup. Or you could go in and set up additional data files, which are personal folders, or additional email accounts for that profile to access. If you want to remove a profile, just click on it and hit Remove in the Mail tab, and say yes to removing the profile to get rid of it. Whenever you're done making changes to your profiles, click OK, and then you can close the Control Panel. If you were using Outlook 2000 and you went to create a new profile in the Control Panel, you would see a slightly different icon when you clicked on Mail. It would bring up the Outlook Properties dialog box, and you would still see the profiles by clicking the Show Profiles button. Here you would add a profile the same way by clicking the Add button, but then it would immediately want to configure the service that you were trying to set up. Then you gave it a name as you were setting up the profile. Also notice that they didn't prompt you to be able to select a profile. You only got to choose which one you wanted. So if you wanted to be prompted to pick a profile to use, in 2000 you had to go to Tools and down to Options. On the Mail Services tab, under Startup Settings, you would have to choose Prompt for a profile to be used, and then click OK.
Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.